Hi, I'm Sage.
And I'm Marty.
And this is Your Internet History.
Welcome. We're so glad to have you, and we're
Yes.
so excited to spread all the terrible fan fiction that we run into.
Some of it's okay.
Yeah, some of it's honestly very well written.
Some of it's
terrible.
Some of it could use some editing.
Yeah, and that's
some second or third drafts even.
Yeah, or just honestly never even posted,
Yeah,
to be honest.
Just keeping your notes app.
Yeah, some things just need to not even go in your notes app, just like keep
In
it
your
in your
head.
head. Yeah.
In your mind palace.
Just go see a therapist and chat with them about it. But anyways, so what we got for you is 2 fanfics, and each week Sage and I pick these on our own. We don't tell the other anything about the fic that we choose besides the fandom. And today I have a very juicy Star Wars prequel fandom fic, and I'm really excited to dive into that. What about you?
I have a Sherlock fic today featuring the namesake Sherlock.
The man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Sherlock Holmes.
Paired with John. And the show fascinates me a lot. Any show that is led by 2 men that teenage girls like lose their
They're always
minds
going to
over,
be gay.
but they always like want them to be gay, even though it's usually straight women that are obsessed with them. I would really like to know the science behind that.
Yeah, straight women. Weigh in. Let us know why you're obsessed with gay men.
Yeah.
And not gay women. Gay women deserve to be obsessed
Get with the winning
too.
team.
Yeah, get with the winning team. Vaginas, baby. Anyways, we're pro LGBTQ on this podcast, and we hope you are too. So yeah.
And with that,
let's get into
these. Okay, guys, like I said, the fic that I'm reading today is a Sherlock fic based on the TV Sherlock. I read the Sherlock books when I was like 14. Yeah. Humble brag.
Accelerated reader.
I aced all of my AR tests.
Period.
Yep. But this fic is about the TV show Sherlock, which was wildly popular on Tumblr around when I was around that same age.
14?
And, yeah.
Okay.
Like 14, 15, 16.
What's our age gap? How old are you now?
I'm 22.
I'm 26, so 4 years? Yeah, okay.
So you were like in high school. Graduating.
I was focused on Harry Potter, I guess. Even though
still nothing's changed.
Never still into it.
But yeah, so I was never into the TV show Sherlock. So the fic I'm reading, the summary is Sherlock's internal monologue as he thinks about John. And this fic, I don't think it's meant to be funny, but it was to me. And that's what's important.
That's what's important here at this podcast. We don't care if you write this seriously.
Nope.
We don't care if you write this as a crack fic.
Mm-mm.
We don't care. If it's funny, it's funny. And we're gonna read it.
And with that, let's get into it. But why? Why does he make me so hard? That's
coming in hot. Jesus Christ.
That's the question. Rock hard. Hard as a rock. No, that's not good. There are rocks that aren't particularly hard. Hard as a diamond? Well, that's just awful. Who says that? Oh, I'm hard as a diamond. Poncy pricks like Sebastian say that. What do strong, intelligent men say? Hard as steel? Hard as concrete? Hard as carbonite? Bingo, that works. Star Wars, always a good option. So why does he make me hard as carbonite? He's not even all that attractive. No, that's not right. He's not particularly handsome? Nope. Not classically handsome? Yes, that. He's not classically handsome. He's short. Yes, but compact too. In proportion. It doesn't actually detract from his appeal. I might actually like it. I can see the top of his head. When he's close, I can feel his breath on my neck. Oh, well, parts of me certainly like it. Getting rather carbonish here. That's not a word. They need a word for that. I need an adjective form of carbonite. I should look online and see if one of the other star dorks has come up with one. God, what if John is someone on that site? I never thought about that.
Wait, they have internet?
I think so.
Oh, for some reason I thought this was like 1800s.
I think in the original it is, but in the TV show it's like present day.
Oh, alright.
I think so.
Alright.
Yeah. I don't remember any screen names that sound like John. He'd figure out mine in a minute, though, even as slow as he is. I should change it just in case. Damn it, I hate that. Invented my own Java is perfect. Invented my own Java is a screen name. I'll just hack into his laptop and make sure he's actually been on the site before I do anything rash. Where was I? Oh, yes, short. Short is good. Short makes me carbonic? No. Carboniferous? Nope. Anyway, the short makes me hard, and he smells good. It's his soap and his conditioner. They're very nice. Manly, yes, but I like it too. Where the hell did that come from? Delete that right now before you say it out loud. Scent, check. Lovely. Makes me want to put my nose in the bend of his neck, or lean over and press into the top of his hair. Oh yes, that. Short and shower fresh. Carbonesque? Maybe. He also puts up with all of my meanness, though I put up with his obsession with tea and milk and Jeremy Kyle. So we're pretty even on that front. Still, no one else has ever done it. He bitches about it, though. A lot. But I ignore that. A lot. Is that a problem, Willie? No? No. I didn't think so. We get on with each other as flatmates. Good? Yes. Not hardening good, but that's okay. If we're going to start shagging, there needs to be more than just shagging. Don't want him to go anywhere, especially not once I can insert Rod Sherlock into Slot John.
No. Wow.
Wow. He's smart too. Well, I say smart. He's not an idiot. He's definitely above average. It's not really fair to compare him to me. No one compares to that. Whoops. No, absolutely not. Stop it. Do not think about Minecraft while you are working on your carbonicity. John. There, that's better. Moving on. John is smart, and he's learning. From me. That's good. I'm good at being pedantic, and he's good at being pandated. When he thought to take a picture of that wall, it put some perk in my pants.
Oh my god.
And when he did that bit with Carl's shoes, he really didn't do too badly at all. Not good, but not bad either. That probably would have earned a trouser twitch if I hadn't been so focused on the case. That's the problem, though. What if we literally start buggering each other scentless? Repeated doses of sex make me unable to operate heavy machinery. What if long periods of carbon Italy of the cock is bad for brain work? Can't have that. Not acceptable. What will happen if I start bumming him and have to stop because I can't think anymore? I might lose him then. Also not acceptable. Would he understand? Maybe he'd be okay with a no rogering during cases policy. He might be. He understands about the food and the patches. He might be able to handle that. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. A daily hump or two might not be bad for the work at all. It might make me think even better. It might open a whole new realm of consciousness. John's ass might be the gateway to the higher plane of understanding.
Oh my god.
That'd be nice. Get a good seeing to and enlightenment all at the same time. Have to file that under wait and see. Besides, I already know what the answer is. Just don't want to face it. Bleh, it's awful. How did I even let this happen? This isn't my area, but God, I'm not normally so oblivious. Am I? No. Delusional? Maybe. It's normal and dull and pedestrian and plebeian. It's just so regular people-y, and I like it. That's the worst part. Look at me. I'm a gooey, squishy mess of love minus G except for the carbonity of my cock. It's not squishy. It's never squishy anymore. I need a fag. He'll kill me if he smells the smoke on me, though. Then I'll never get a leg over. John is upright and good and kind, and he never let a dead man into his pants. That's him now. 11, 12, pause at 13 to avoid the squeaky spot. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. God, it's been a hell of a day. How's yours been? Hateful. Boring. Jesus H. Christ, Sherlock, what the hell are you doing? I'm lying on the sofa, John, obviously. You're lying naked on the sofa with an erection, a hard-on, a stiffy.
Stop. This is painful. This is painful.
A what? Yes. That's not on Sherlock Holmes, that is. That's just not on. We need a serious discussion about John. What? You wouldn't happen to be feeling a little carbonological right now, would you?
Oh my god.
Feeling what? Feeling what now? Hard, John. Like carbonite. Christ, what is with you and Star Wars? Oh, pay attention. I'm trying to have a serious discussion here. About what? About the feasibility of our fucking and its effect on my work. Yes, I have decided that I really cannot make a final determination without a thorough study. A feasibility study? On us fucking? Exactly. And why on earth would I ever agree to that? 1, we find each other very attractive. 2, we get along. 3, we work well together. 4, we tolerate each other's quirks. 5, I like it that you're short. 6, you smell very nice. I smell very nice? Yes. So what do you say? No. What? Why not? You want to. You're hard right now. I can see it. You're a little soldier pitched 10 in less than 2 minutes.
Jesus Christ, Sherlock. You fucking harasser.
Literally.
God, what zodiac sign would he be?
I should look it up after this.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did. I'm hard as a rock. Don't say that. Do you know how many types of rocks there are? And some of them are very soft. There are rocks made of talc. Chalk is a rock, John. People should pay closer attention to their similes. Are we done here then? Because if that's all you've got to say, I'm going to go upstairs and get Rosie to turn my carbonite into chalk.
Okay.
You're going to do what? Who the hell is this Rosie person? Rosie isn't an actual person, idiot. I meant that I'm going to go have a wank. Oh, why would you do that? I just told you that we can have sex now. We can do it right here. I'm already naked and we're both hard as... No, Sherlock. What you said was that you wanted to see if it was worth your while for us to have sex because I put up with you and I smell good. I don't need that bone thrown to me. If that's the best you've got, you can keep it. Oh, hell. He's going to make me say it, isn't he? Look at him. That smug gleam in his adorable little eyes. He already knows, this bastard. Rocking out his cute little feet, smirking with that sweet little smile. If there wasn't some major carbonaliciousness going
fucking word. Jesus fucking Christ.
Going on right now, I wouldn't give him the satisfaction. Okay, what if I were to tell you that I'm not only sexually attracted to you, but I am quite fond of you as well? How's that? Better, but still no. I feel a deep and abiding sense of affection for you? Nuh-uh, but you're getting warmer. Really? Really? Are we really still on board with this? Downstairs, yes? Are you sure? Fucking stupid carbonite. But this is it. I have some dignity left here somewhere. Yes, I do. Knob, so you can just shut up. You're what got us into this trouble in the first place. All right, time to build up, Holmes. You can do this. Dearest John, I may or may not be feeling an emotion towards your person that may or may not rhyme with dove. Satisfied? Nope, but by God, you're so close you can taste it. Did he just thrust his hips when he said taste it? He did. That dirty cheat. How dare he stand there looking like that, moving his hips and licking his lips and wearing his jumper with that tummy and those ears.
Fuck.
That sound effect wasn't in there. That was me.
Yeah.
What were we talking about again? Oh, damn, and double damn. I'll really say it this one time, but he's going to pay for this, big time, in the form of a blowjob. Whoa.
Okay.
Blowjobs are going to be the official form of currency in Carbonita. We'll call them blowjobs.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
Fine. I love you. Are you happy now? Yes. Can we have sex now? Yes. And that blowjob you owe me? How do you reckon that one? Look, I'm the chancellor here in Carbonitia, and if you say you owe me a blowjob, then you owe me a blowjob. It's like the VAT. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, and I don't particularly care. Come on then, I think it's more feasible to do this upstairs than a bed. I'm glad you finally figured all this out, you know. Are you? You sure didn't act like it, putting me through that torture back there. Well, I am. I'm getting a little tired of being Han Solo, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
It's Han So. Oh, a pun. How clever. I thought you might like that one, and but did my own jab. And that's it.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, so much.
First of all, Sherlock Holmes is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is.
I'm willing. Okay, I'm just getting male Pisces vibes for sure.
I'm gonna look it up.
That's my guess.
If you're listening, just think of what your guess for his zodiac sign is. His sun sign is now.
Male Pisces, for sure.
I'm getting...
But he might be a Sagittarius, because he's pretty gaslighty.
Yeah, I feel Sagittarius as well. I don't know why Cancer is coming to me right now.
Shit.
He's a Capricorn.
Oh. Capricorn men are terrible.
So much
They're so terrible. I have dated a Capricorn man.
That makes so much sense.
The worst time of my life. Yeah, that's about it. That makes sense. I see it now.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So that was terrible.
Don't ever harass people like that, please.
That was terrible. It felt like I was like reading a fanfic that was like about Sherlock Holmes, but heavily inspired by Joe Goldberg from You. Like the way it sounded.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was psychotic.
Dude, no, I could. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys hear the tags. Interspecies relationship, interspecies sex, egg laying, implied male pregnancy, miscarriage, unplanned pregnancy, alien biology, scissoring, mating cycles / in heat.
Wow.
Yeah, and
They got everything.
They
here.
really do. And the pairing is Padme and Jar Jar Binks.
Interesting.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I've literally read like 2.
Is there a summary?
Something that no one ever expected is lost.
Oh.
This is a serious fic, by the way.
I sure hope so.
It is. This person is being serious with their words. It's very well written from the 3 or 5 sentences that I've read, so I think we're in for a treat.
Okay, let's go.
All right, here we go. Jar Jar's body was on fire. Ever since Julia had bid him farewell, following her own satisfaction, his mind felt satiated. Satiated?
Satiated.
Wow. Satiated.
You got it.
I'm so smart. And more than a little buzzed. And yet, he couldn't shake the vicious heat that streamed over every centimeter of his skin. If anything, lying naked in Julia's company and watching her take audible pleasure in their neural bond, all the while refraining from the physical intimacy he experienced with his Naboo human partner, had him even more frustrated. Try as he might, attempting to quell the urge with his own tongue and prove it entirely futile. Wow. What a paragraph.
Yeah.
Here we go. Diving in deeper. He couldn't contact Padme. He couldn't. They had a professional relationship, and he knew if he risked initiating any contact, the chance of ruining their delicate situation loomed just as dark as the chance of rejection.
Wow. Classic dilemma.
I know. Those dark, intense, yet warm eyes. That small frame. Those lips. The way her face shone with determination like a ripple in the sunshine. Aww. When she stated a decree to the Senate, by the gods.
Wow.
Dude, he's in fucking love, dog.
Yeah, he is.
He had seen a stronger version of that look tonight than ever before. There had been jealousy in the senator's eyes. Yet why should she care? She had Anakin now. Jar Jar had just landed back on Naboo with several other junior representatives with his communicator buzzed. Text flashing in the light of the 2 moons overhead. The text message is from Padme. The text says, "Meet me at my cottage. Follow the coordinates." Was she testing him then? Seeing if he would come when she called, even following his continued intimacy with the Queen of Bardata? Well, at least the Bardadan didn't seem to care in the least who knew about their dalliances. Still, while he admired Julia and the fondly anticipated future meeting with her, it seemed his race was still too primitive to subsist on mental connection alone. Subsist, my bad, y'all. The moment he went to knock at the door, it opened. No buzzer, just Padme, as though she had been expecting him. Oh God, here comes the Jar Jar accent.
Yes.
Fuck. Yisa Senata Padme? He asked, making an attempt at formality.
Hang on. So, you've read quite a few Star Wars fics.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do they always have him doing this accent in them, or does he ever talk like a person?
From every single one that I've read with him in it, he has this fucking accent.
Wow.
I know.
Commitment.
Really?
I like that.
I know.
Yeah.
Good for them. Not good for me, though. There was that look in her eyes again, smoldering black that reflected the moon, the silver light shining off the dark curls framing her face. "Welcome back," she stated before reaching up, grasping him by the collar of his burgundy senatorial robe and pulling him inside. "Misa always come back," Jar Jar replied before letting her lead him down the hall to the small bedroom. "To Naboo?" Padme probed, already pulling off her blue silk nightgown.
Whoa.
"Shit. To use a service in the Senate," Jar Jar said simply, shrugging out of his robe. "You said do first to believe in Misa." God, it's terrible.
You got those.
I hate those accents. Padme seemed to halt then, if only momentarily. The moment was fleeting. However, gaze soon returned to stone as she shoved him onto the bed. "Oh. Maybe if you spent more time passing motion to avoid war and less on courting alien queens, we wouldn't have so many off-world obligations," Padme hissed, climbing atop him. Are we about to get fucking Dom Padme?
By Padme?
Jesus Christ. I should have read this ahead of time. Jar Jar tensed. They hadn't yet discussed Padme's disapproval of his granting Chancellor Palpatine emergency powers. "You said people also aliens long back," he retorted. Perhaps it was my own short sight. Padme ignored his comeback, laying her cheek against Jar Jar's abdomen as she stroked her fingertips over his opening. "I shouldn't have entrusted another with my responsibility." "The council people all discussing at the Senate, Misa opinion also important. Queen Julia always listened to Misa ideas, except when telling Misa not to use in turn." Jar Jar's sentence trailed off as two firm fingers entered him. How had she known this was again the time for eggs? "Stop talking," she demanded. Yeah, hold on a second, okay. Jar Jar has a vagina, is what I'm guessing from this description.
Wait, so time for eggs?
Dude, they're doing
Does
some
that
egg
mean
laying.
that he, switches from having a penis and a vagina? And, when he needs to lay eggs, it switches to a vagina?
I don't think that's what it means, but I'm not 100% briefed on, alien egg laying, but I know that is, a kink. That is a kink.
Wow, okay.
Yes. If you got an alien breeding egg laying kink, tune in and write in.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Educate us.
Thank you. "Stop talking," she demanded in that voice that managed to be soft, husky, and stern all at once. Hips bucking in a fashion that had the Gungan relieved it was likely too dark for a Naboo to see well. That was a horrible sentence. Jar Jar was quickly losing the ability for rational thought. Acting on instinct, he grabbed Padme by her bare thighs and placed her so she straddled his waist. Though both nearly whimpered at the loss of her inside him, Padme moaned audibly as her opening lined up with his. Now entangled together in a proper heap, Naboo, human, and Gungan began gyrating shamelessly in the pale moonlight streaming through the open window.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. With a fraction of consequent... redo. With the fraction of I can't pronounce that word because of my speech impediment.
Consciousness.
With the fraction of consciousness he had that wasn't lost to blinding pleasure, Jar Jar tenderly swiped his tongue across her breasts, recalling that the nipples at the tips always seemed to harden at times like this. That was when Padme gasped, digging her fingers even harder into his chest and began riding him full force, a maneuver which activated that same sensation he had experienced several times, the first being their initial encounter on the river. His body exploded in muscle spasms. Jar Jar gripped the senator by her shoulders as his insides screamed to keep a part of her for himself. Within mere moments, his entrance expanded to engulf her entire sex.
Whoa.
This is intense.
Jesus.
I need somebody to make fan art of this, please. Please. if anybody wants to give me a birthday gift, please draw this. That's all I want. I'll fucking hang it and put it in my house. What is that? Padme stammered, though her hips hadn't ceased their motion. The feeling, it's tingling. Ah. I hate when people write ah. Ah. That's exactly what people say during sex. Ah. Ah. Palming over her low belly, Padme's pants and sighs soon turn into a powerful climax as Jar Jar milked her in an unprecedented interspecies interaction. I'm sorry, I should have read this. Assuming she had been referring to his opened, stimulating that nub of hers, usually reserved for his tongue, Jar Jar collapsed into his back. Just before falling asleep. He's already asleep? I feel like it just began. He registered Senator Padme moving up to gently curl at his side. He fell asleep to the feel of her soft locks threading through his fingers. The following dawn light woke Jar Jar in time to gently extract himself from Padme's embrace and dutifully leave the senator's cottage before she could wake up and likely tell him off herself. I know he's like, bye. What is Jar Jar Big Zodiac sign? I'm gonna guess an air sign. I don't know. I'm just going with air sign. May as well get back to the swamp of his own accord. Yeah, he really is fucking peacing out. Once at the water, he spent what must have been several hours floating along the river, watching the sunrise.
He's a Sagittarius.
He's a Sagittarius.
Wow.
They
wrote it pretty accurately then.
We're not doing well guessing these signs. I'm not an astrologer. I'm a psychologist. Okay, once at the water, he spent what must have been several hours floating along the river, watching the sunrise. How peaceful this place was. No Naboo to scold him for doing something wrong, and not any of his fellow Gungans suddenly bestowing him with empty flattery following his appointment to the Senate. Just serenity. Mm. Also, I might be pronouncing a lot of these words wrong. I'm really sorry. Thanks, guys. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. Jar Jar. I'm sorry. Jar Jar experienced a sharp pain in his abdomen. Sitting straight up on the water surface, he soon doubled over at the ensuing contractions in his pelvic region. I'm sorry, this is so hard. It's so funny. It feels as if his body were trying to expel something. Not waste, surely. This felt different. Deeper with it. Ew. Dude, he's about to give a water birth, bro. Splashing some water on his face to try and distract himself from the wriggling and occasionally shooting pain, Jar Jar gasped as he felt something escape from between his legs. Dude, the pain all but subsided, and
I hate anxious so much.
the Gungan slid his way back over to the shore and returned the short distance back to where he had left his senatorial robe on the riverbank by the foot of one of the hills up to the grasslands. Gingerly sitting atop the robe, Jar Jar looked around to make sure no one was in sight before removing his slacks. Once off, he held his breath as he felt around inside the fabric, carefully retrieving what had fallen out inside the pants. There in his palm, barely the size of his fingertip, lay a roughly spherical, dark red, spongy substance with black streaks running through it. His body's attempted use and rejection of Padme's egg. Of course, how could she ever feel for Jar Jar the way she surely felt for Anakin or any of her own species? Jar Jar's yellow gaze fixed the little object, memorized, stricken, and horrified. Although their species had fallen into contact across the stars and over many years, as a Gungan, he would only fail her desire for children. Jesus. The beginning of that lost egg and its release to the riverbed had proven the first source of grief for Jar Jar that day.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, this is a miscarriage.
Oh.
The second came when he ventured to tell Padme what had transpired. Oh no.
Ooh.
Jar Jar, she looked him dead in the eye as they spoke at the cottage entryway later that afternoon. What do you mean an egg? You don't lay eggs. The female Gungans do, right? No, Senator, Jar Jar insisted. Females giving us their eggs to lay later. Comprehension dawned in Padme's eyes as her face blanched. You took an egg from me. That's the pulling sensation I felt. Misa didn't mean to. Jar Jar felt like screaming. Please, Senator Padme. I'm just reading how it's typed, okay? Padme visibly bit her lower lip to the point where it looked like it could have drawn blood. I'm sorry, Jar Jar, but can you please head home? I just need to be alone. Jar Jar stepped forward then to touch her cheek, and she shoved his hand away. Please, Jar Jar, I respect you, I really do, but this has gone too far. We can't do this anymore. With that, she stepped back inside and hastily shut the door, leaving Jar Jar to head back to the swamp. The
Whoa.
end.
Okay. Crazy. Beautiful. So gross.
It was so well written for such a weird
so
story.
well written. The verbiage, the dialect, the cadence, so good. So fucking gross.
I know.
Oh my god.
That really took me for a whirlwind, I won't lie.
Oh my god.
I wish I had read it all the way through.
It sucks you could never dissociate when you want to.
No.
Like tune stuff out.
No. And what's even... It's serious.
I know.
It's serious. I'm all... if you got an alien kink, that's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But, I don't know. Someone who's a good writer took the time to write that story.
Wow.
Thank you for posting it online. I appreciate it.
I hope you're making money off that writing because it's really good.
Unfortunately, it only had 6 kudos. So
Whoa.
I should add one. I got you. I got you, author. I got you.
Thank you, author.
Thank you.
So those were our picks for today, guys.
Hope you guys
Very
enjoyed
interesting
some gaslighting
selection.
and some egg laying
Wow.
and miscarriage.
Yeah. And you can... Sorry. We have an Instagram and Twitter.
We do have an Instagram and a Twitter.
Your Internet History for both of them. And if you want to reach out to us, you can do so via DMs, or we also have a Gmail account, also yourinternethistory@gmail.com. You can also utilize that to send us hate mail. I read it before I go to sleep every night.
No, I have anxiety. Don't send hate mail.
Do it.
I'll cry. Okay.
I'll read it.
Sage is the Aries, so
Yeah.
they got it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for tuning in with us.
We appreciate you.
Yep.
We love you.
We love you so much. Okay.
Bye.